Got a review on the Strike King KVD series of lures by Strike King. I've got some set out here. I'm going to focus primarily on the KVD Rodent and the KVD 1.0 crankbait. Those are the ones I've used the most. I'll start first with the 1.0. This is an awesome crankbait. It's kind of a small crankbait. The 1.0 is the smallest one in the series, and they go up from that. I've also got some 1.5s out here, but this crankbait, the action on it is awesome. You can really make this thing come to life in the water, and I found that the chrome sexy shad is my favorite color by far in the series. That has just been a killer color this year for me, and several of the lakes that I've fished in, so I've gone out and got a lot more in that color scheme. I've got a couple pictures pulled up of some fish I've caught this year. Let's see, this is a 8-pounder pre-spawner that I caught on the KVD 1.0. That is a big fish to take a little crankbait like that, but the action on this is just irresistible to fish. Small ones hit it, big ones hit it. This is just a workhorse crankbait. Very awesome lure. Highly recommend it. And the other ones in the series, you know, the 1.5 and the 2 are awesome too. But the 1.0 is my favorite. And the chrome sexy shad, that's the color. Definitely check that out. Move on to some plastics here. It's the KVD Rodent. It's a kind of a flipping bait. It's kind of one of those beaver tail creature kind of baits. I'm not really sure what you'd call it, but these are really cool. They've got coffee scent in them, which I found really does make a difference. I caught a small one. He was so small, I really didn't feel it until he started running, and I couldn't even hook him. He actually just bit and just held on to the bait, and I pulled him in and he wasn't even hooked. I didn't even try to set the hook on him when I saw it was just a little one. But I think that coffee scent played a big role in him wanting to bite that and hang on to it. I've caught some other fish too where I can feel him pick the bait up and almost kind of run with it, and that scent really gives you an extra second or two to set the hook. That fish bites it, and it really, you know, thinks that thing is real. It thinks it's edible. It's not going to just bite it and spit it out. It gives you an extra second or two to set that hook. You can see it's kind of got 2 claws and 2 legs, and you can pull those apart right there or keep them together. I've actually done both. At one point I actually pulled the legs off, left these together, tried to actually mimic more of a bait fish instead of a like a crawl, and was able to catch a couple in open water like that. But I believe these little things have little air pockets in them that really help that bait kind of stand up on the bottom a little bit and really get the maximum action. And it's also got a ton of salt in it, and it's actually inside. If you were to break this open, you would see that the salt is inside. It's not coated on the outside of it. So that's a nice little feature. I'll show you another picture here. Caught this one today on the Rodent. He was just barely 7 pounds. Really fat fish, and also caught 2 small ones, but I won't pull up the pictures of those. But definitely a workhorse lure. You can flip it. You can drag it around Texas style, more like a worm. You even kind of swim it a little bit. Very versatile. Probably my favorite plastic in the KVD series. Worth checking out. I've got a couple other KVD lures out here to mention. This actually isn't a KVD series spinnerbait, but it's a Strike King, and it does have the trailer hook already on there, which is pretty cool. I have a KVD series 1, but I've got it tied onto a rod right now. But all the Strike King spinnerbaits That's usually about the only thing I get. Worked great. Caught a good fat one on it earlier this year. And I've got some others out here I haven't gotten to use as much yet, so I'm not really going to do a review, but I'll go ahead and show them anyway. I've got some caffeine shads. Haven't gotten to fish them yet, so I'm not really going to talk about it too much, but they look really cool, so I'm really anxious to maybe set up either on a swim bait hook, maybe a Carolina rig, or maybe even throw a weightless. I don't know, but I'll definitely let you know how those work. They look really cool. I've been hooked on the Rodent, so I haven't even picked it up. I've also got a KVD jerkbait. I tore off the little tag. Here are some of the specs on it. 4 to 7 feet. I'm a big fan of jerkbaits. I really love them. Cold water, pre-spawn, but right now it's the middle of summer, so I haven't gotten to use this lure that much yet. Hopefully after it cools back off again, I get some time with this one. I'll let you guys know how it works. It looks really cool, so I'm expecting it to be pretty good. I've also got one that's not pictured here. I've got the KVD Sexy Dog Junior, which is a walk the dog style topwater. That's pretty cool. But again, I just got it. Haven't really gotten to fish it a lot, so I'll save that one for next time. But anyone looking for some new lures to check out and you're looking at the KVD series, KVD 1.0 and the KVD Rodent, I can vouch for those. They are awesome. Go pick some up, catch some fish.